Hi, good evening. Welcome to this evening's live session, which goes under the title, The 5 Things You Should Be Doing for Your Business, and Most of You Don't. I'm basing this really on a lot of years' experience in coaching business people, not only in the corporate world, but in small to medium-sized enterprises. And a lot of the time running my business breakout sessions and my business breakout retreats. So what I've come up with here are 5 very basic things. And the really interesting thing that I find is how many people are actually doing some of them, 1 or 2 of them. And for some people, sadly, none of them. So these are not in any particular order. I'm just going to run through them. And if you want to jump in, make some comments, ask some questions, please feel free to do so. So, number 1, focus. Focus on your core business, You know, I've spent probably the last 12 months to 2 years now involved with a number of people who are coaching, speaking, therapists, entrepreneurs, trainers, authors, event organizers, and that's just the one person. That's just the one person who, when you say to them, what do you do? They give you this vast list of what they do. Well, frankly, if you are going to put all of your eggs into so many different baskets, you can't watch them all. They're not going to hatch. So what is your core business? That's where you put your focus. Okay, so if you're a coach, focus on coaching. Anything else becomes subservient to that, becomes a way of bringing people to that. So you coach. If you are a professional speaker, and I know some really fantastic professional speakers, and I know that most of the best of them focus on the speaking. They don't call themselves a number of things. So find your core business, focus your energy, focus your attention, focus your strategy into growing that. Stop jumping around, stop creating different expertises just to make it sound good or to put a number of strings on your bow. That doesn't work. Once you've got your core business going, then you can diversify. But until you have that core business running, flowing, and effective, there is no point in just watering down your energy. So key number 1 is to focus and keep that focus. Key number 2, and that is the way that people do business now is changing. The way that people choose companies, businesses, organizations to do business with is changing. So we, as effective, forward-thinking business people, need to change with it. And one of the things about people who are looking to do business with companies now is they're much more switched on. They're much more perceptive. And what they are doing now is they are looking for congruence. They're looking for organizations that have an alignment in terms of their business, their values, and their branding, so that all of those things stand for each other. I've just spent a couple of days with some really fantastic people on my business breakout retreat weekend. And one of the things we were looking at is how they take their business, their personal values, and aligning those personal values to the way they do business, and how they align that to their brand so that they have the whole package, which is moving congruently forwards. So look at your business. Ask yourself, what does my business stand for? What do I stand for? What do I believe in? Because when you talk to people about what you believe in, when you talk to people about what you value, they want to connect much more with you. And so they're much more likely to do business with you. There is a great saying that I heard not long ago, which is people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So if you're core business is aligned with your values, your beliefs, and your branding, then you're more likely to have people want to know you and want to trust you and want to do business with you. So that's number 2. Item number 3. We live in an age of multimedia, social media, websites, YouTube, of more and more people getting involved in speaking at one level or another, whether it only be introducing their business at a networking event or standing up and actually giving a talk. And one of the things you need to do is to know what your story is. In other words, the story about how you came to be here, the story about what you believe in, the story about where you're taking your business, and the impact and difference that you want to make in the community and in the world. Understand that story, get that story down, and know how to tell that story, because that is what's going to attract people to you. When they hear you tell your story, when they hear you tell it in such a way that they get to know you as the human being, then they are more likely to want to connect with you. In this age of social media, you can spend so much of your time just pumping out junk, frankly, just pumping out posts and pumping out pictures with motivational quotes all over them. Far better to give people a glimpse of who and what you are. Give them a glimpse of you and your story. Talk to them, not only on social media, but everywhere. So get your story, tell your story, and make sure that it is your story. Item number 4, and too many people are missing this one. This really is critical, and that is identify, know, and target your ideal client or customer. Your ideal client or customer. Look at your business and ask yourself a very simple list of questions. First of all, if I am sitting here today and sitting opposite me on the other side of my desk is the person that I ideally want to do business with, then who is that person? And create, if you like, a profile. Create a profile of that person in terms of everything that's in there. It might be about age, it might be about gender, it might be about culture, it might be about what kind of business they're in, it might be about how long they've been in business, what size is their business, and also ask yourself, what is their pain? What is their pain? Because if you really want to make your business succeed, you need to become almost a kind of a pain relief. In other words, find out what your ideal client's fear is, what your ideal client's problem is, what your ideal client's secret is. What is it that they don't want people to know they're afraid of? Work on that profile and then find the solution for that fear, the solution for that problem, the cure to that pain, and then go looking for that person. So you need to understand who that person is, where that person hangs out. So will you find those people on Facebook? Not everybody's on Facebook. Will you find those people on LinkedIn? Not everybody's on LinkedIn. Are they Twitter people? In which case, maybe you need to be on Twitter and not on Facebook. Or maybe they're on both. Who knows? Where do they hang out? Where do they go? Where do they network? What do they read? Who do you need to talk to who can help you to find those? Because that is your ideal client. If you try, and I use the word deliberately, if you try to be all things to all people, you will end up being nothing to anybody. So you need to make sure that you are really talking to the right people, that you are selling you and selling your business and your product or service to the right people. even understand their kind of income and their financial status, because that's going to help you in terms of shaping and pitching your product. So that's number 4. And number 5, and this again is critical, and too many people never do this, and that is take regular time out to work on your business instead of only ever working in your business. Now, I don't mean take an afternoon out to go along to a networking event and drink some coffee and do some networking. That's not working on your business. I'm talking about taking a day out or taking a weekend out, maybe go on a retreat or go meet up with some like-minded individuals on a mastermind group, connect with people like me who can help you to look critically at your business, analyze where you're at, look at where you want to get to, and map the route to get you there. So take time out, spend time working on your business rather than spending all your time working in your business. So those are the 5 simple keys, okay? I keep this short and sweet. Those of you who've been watching my Facebook Lives in the past will know I like to do things short and sweet because it gives you something to go away and think about. So those 5 things are: focus on your core business, align your business, your values, and your brand, get your story, tell your story, identify, know, and target your ideal client or customer, work on your business and not in your business. Excuse me. Now, if you want some help doing that, please send me a message. Keep your eye on my Facebook page right here. I will be announcing more on my business breakout days and my business breakout retreats. I would love to welcome you to one of those, so I'll be putting information out on those soon. In the meantime, I hope I've given you something to think about, something to act on, and something to grow with. I'll be back again real soon with more. In the meantime, bye for now.